Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I just wanted to show you how a day in my life looks like while talking about time management as well as how to prioritize your different tasks and still manage to have a social life even if you have somewhat of a busy life. Basically, I'm trying to generalize this to anyone since I have been a high school student, a college student, and I'm currently in my adult life with a full-time job. I think it's very important to have a healthy balance of work and school while still have a balance of free time and social life and going out with your friends, spending time with your family, whatever it is important to you. Good morning everyone. I slept okay today. Still kind of tired. My body said wake up.
So normally I don't wake up at 8:30 in the morning. I usually wake up between 5:30 to 6 in the morning, and this is just because of the type of job I have, and I want to have that extra time before working to be able to, meditate, work out if I need to, just kind of figure out my life in the morning. But I cannot express to you how important it is to get the proper sleep. Your brain will thank you. I know that maybe right now, especially for the younger ones who like to pull all-nighters and feel like they can conquer the world with only 2 hours of sleep, that might be the case then because you're younger, you have more stamina. But as you get older, that's not always the case. I was like that too. But now, if I don't get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I get super loopy. And yeah, I can be giggly and a little bit funny at times, but being able to map out your sleep and block out that time first will allow you to see how much actual time you have in your day and will allow you to help prioritize accordingly. Just like sleeping, I like to schedule in the times I eat. I really like eating. Look at those strawberries, they look so good. Anyway, I schedule in the times I eat because I'm a really busy person. Whether it was because of life, work, or school, I would sometimes forget to eat lunch. So now I like to carve out the times that I eat lunch, so then later on I'm not wondering why it is that I'm so sluggish and tired. This way, if you also schedule in your lunch first, you're putting yourself as a priority rather than something else because your health actually comes first. Pro tip, I like to take one of my eating times for just myself, whether it's breakfast or lunch. That way I can just sit down in silence and observe the world around me. Having somewhere to write everything down will actually help you remember what it is that you have to do in the first place. Sometimes it'll be like, I have to do this later, and then you actually end up forgetting. So having whether it's a planner, a bullet journal, or a calendar is always a great idea. That way, not only will you actually remember the tasks and responsibilities that you have to do, but you can also hold yourself accountable because there is written proof that you wrote it down for yourself. I personally like to use a bullet journal because I get to organize it however I want, and I'm somewhat of a creative person, so I like to be able to schedule out my calendar in the aesthetic ways that I prefer rather than those pre-made planners. But everyone to their own. If you prefer a calendar over a planner or a planner over a bullet journal, that's fine, whatever works best for you. Prioritize 3 of your most important tasks. The reason why I say this is because sometimes we want to be overachievers and we prioritize more things, but oftentimes the reasons we do this is because we're trying to avoid to do the important tasks that we actually need to get done. Whether it's writing your paper, writing an outline, doing some things for work, sometimes you will postpone it. And unfortunately, having that many tasks, sometimes you won't be able to check everything off, and it ends up making you feel worse than making you feel better. So instead, putting all your energy into those 3 important tasks that you actually need to get done will make you feel more productive through the day, and you will have already finished what you actually need to get done rather than procrastinate and put it off to the next day. So usually I like to keep my tasks separate. I have a bullet journal for work and one for home. And the one for home, I like to make sure to put things that I need to do at home, whether it's get groceries, work out, or even just journal for a bit. Sometimes I forget. So, whatever way you need to organize yourself, you go ahead and organize yourself, but try not to oversaturate yourself either. Now, enjoy these next few seconds of me dying trying to get my butt back into shape. Shout out to Lily Sabri for whooping my ass back into shape. I thought I was good at it. She proved me wrong. And then shout out to Linda's son also. If it wasn't for her, I would have never actually discovered Lily Sabri.
Right. Oh, that one hurts.
Feel like I feel.
I had to let y'all hear that sizzling bacon. Sorry for those who are vegan or vegetarian. I just thought it was a very satisfying sound. Anyway, I don't know if you notice a pattern here, but yes, carve out your free time. This is more of a suggestion rather than something you should actually do. I don't know about you, but I'm a visual person, so I actually like to see my schedule blocked out. This includes my free time, because then I can visually see how many hours in the day I have to do whatever it is that I want. In this free time, I can either use to spend time with others or spend time by myself. Were you one of those kids who had to ask like months ahead of time for permission to go out with your friends, or the ones who were just like, okay, mom, I'm going out? Because I was the one who had to ask months ahead of time. So, because of that, I actually learned to schedule in my social time with my friends. I put in my calendar anytime I'm gonna have dinner, or even if I'm just gonna hang out with them, I'll put it in my calendar so I can actually remember and not double book myself. So, thank you, mom, for making me ask permission every time I go out. It's actually a really useful skill in order to actually keep myself organized and still be able to have a social life. But at the end of the day, it is up to you in how you actually want to spend your day. If you want to spend it with others, you go ahead and do that. If you don't want to spend it with others, then you don't have to. Honestly, I like my alone time, but I also like to be with others. I'm a very social person. So here you can see my partner and I, we went to go get ice cream. It was really fun. And I had a blast just literally going for a walk and eating ice cream. I know it's sometimes a very spontaneous moment where you and your friends, or you and your partner, or you and your family decide to just kind of go out and do something fun. And that's fine. If you know that you don't have anything to do, you know that all your responsibilities are done with, then you go and do that. Like I said, you live your life. There's supposed to be a healthy balance between school and work. You need to be able to find that in between so you don't overwork yourself in another one, but also you end up not doing anything, where you end up either failing some classes or losing your job. Making sure that there's a healthy balance between the two. So to prove that I actually do not plan everything out in my day, here's some clips of my partner and I deciding that we wanted In-N-Out, so we drove a whole city away to go get it. And you know what? These spontaneous moments are also fun. So just take some time, enjoy your life, and don't worry too much. It's life. Have fun with it.
Look at this. Definitely worth the drive.
Know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off
Thank you for watching, and please let me know in the comments what kind of videos you would like to see. See you next time.